Good morning, dear. In class 9, today is my first lecture for economics subject, and dear will discuss about in this chapter story of Palanpur. First chapter of economics. Second chapter people age resources. Third chapter poverty and challenge. Chapter 4 food security. So let's start introduction of chapter 1. Story of Palanpur. It like just imaginary village. In this chapter, we'll discuss about different type of resources are located in Palanpur. Some resources are natural, like land. Some resources are human-made resources, like transport, like capital, machinery, agricultural input. These are human-made resources. So let's start introduction here. In introduction, story of Palanpur, it imaginary village in UP, and what type of facilities available in Palanpur village. Palanpur village is connected with Raniganj towns 3 kilometers far away from Palanpur, and approximately 450 families are living in that village, and 80% are upper caste families. Some are ST scheduled tribe, some are SC scheduled caste categories also located in this village. Health, primary health facilities available in this village. It is well connected with road transport, and education to related to primary schools are available. One senior secondary school available in this village. Let's start organization of production. Palanpur introduction we have discussed. Now organization of production, which are four resources which play important role in production in Palanpur. In Palanpur, these are the four resources. First one is land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. Next point we'll discuss farming in Palanpur. So let's start organization of production, introduction of that resource. Land is fixed resources. We can't increase size of land during production. We can increase production on limited land areas by using different technology, by using modern farming, by using multiple cropping method. This is the method to increase production on same piece of land. So land resources not a equal distribute inside Palanpur village. Minority population have large portion of land area. Majority have minimum portion of land area for production. Next one is labor. Who provide labor for agriculture, for Palanpur? So those people who are landless, small farmers provide labor to others. Labor is important resources for agriculture production. Without labor, production can't possible. Next one is physical capital. Physical capital is main resources. It divided into two parts. working capital and fixed capital. Capital means what? Suppose for online teaching, I am using mobile, it is capital. We are using data, internet, it is capital. Because during production, investment is required, it is known as capital. This is classified into two categories, working and fixed. So working capital means during production only we pay the cost of this product. I am repeating, during production we pay cost of this product. Let's take an example like during teaching I am paying the cost of internet package data we consume every day, that is working capital. Every day different size of net is required, like few maybe for a particular day 300 MB required, maybe for next day 400 MB required. It is the working capital. Data, internet, it is the working capital. Fixed capital, mobile. You are using different devices, laptop, mobile. These are fixed capital. We investment during production at a one time only. Not a every day we pay the cost of this product. That is known as the fixed capital. We pay only one time. And take another one example. Chalk required during teaching only. That is working capital. Every day chalk is required to write the notes. That is working capital. What is the fixed capital? Blackboard is fixed capital. Not every day new blackboard is required. No. Every day no new blackboard is required. It is fixed. We pay cost of this product at a one time. That is known as the fixed capital here. So in comment box you will give the 5 example of working capital and 5 from fixed capital. Next one, all these resources are available. Like land is available, labor is available, capital is available. Who organize all three resources? That we are human resources. Without our knowledge, production can't possible. When we should be sown the particular crop, on which type of soil we sown, which type of crop, when irrigation required, when fertilizers are required, when pesticides are required. How do we know? We know only. If we are using pesticide earlier before sowing crop, that's not good. So knowledge and human resources is important resources which play important role in production. Without knowledge, without human risk, without human capital, production can't possible. So fourth number resources is human capital. Farming in Palanpur. What type of farming? Which type of crop they are sowing? What type of method they are using in Palanpur? Yes, farming in Palanpur. To continue, Palanpur land is fixed resources. You know, we can't increase the size of land, but we can increase the production on same piece of land. It is possible through multiple cropping method and modern farming. What is multiple cropping method? Multiple cropping method means grow more than one crop in particular season. Grow the more than one crops in particular season. It is possible through when we improve irrigation facilities. Another way to increase production in Palanpur, that is modern farming method. Modern farming method by using high yielding varieties seeds, by using fertilizers, by improving irrigation facilities, sprinkle, by using insects, by using latest tools, it is possible we can increase production on same piece of land. These are the two methods we'll discuss in this chapter, how to we can increase production. Next one is, during 1965, due to the use of irrigation, pesticides, high yielding variety seeds, fertilizers, surplus production is started mostly in Punjab and Haryana state, and that considered is green revolution. We'll discuss in this chapter later on. And last one, what other income sources in Palanpur apart from agriculture? So apart from agriculture, different sources, like we can consider such activity non-farm activities. These are small manufacturing units located in Palanpur, shopkeepers who are selling different product in Palanpur, transport non-farm activities like rickshaws, like taxis available in Palanpur. And last one is dairy, which direct and indirect connected with agriculture, also in non-farm activities, dairy production. And this is the introduction of this chapter here. We have discussed. It is interesting chapter, and this chapter's concept is also related to our daily life. Our most of populations are living in village, and how to they started production, what are different method they are using for production, what is going on inside village societies. We know through this chapter about it. So tomorrow we will continue with first topic.